everyone, it's me, Ine Duke, also known as Duchess Potowski. So today I've got a topic, Amanyanabo the Eagle King, written and directed by Ibinabo Fiberesima, co-produced by Fred Mata. That movie is an epic movie. And for me, it opened my eyes, It's interesting to learn about how the colonial masters, came into our territory and how they wanted to, or how they exploited us and all of that thing. And that's what you get when you watch that movie, Amanyanabo the Eagle King. And the beauty of this movie, Amanyanabo the Eagle King, is that it's a story told by us, one of us. It's not a story told by someone else. And in Niger Delta, we also went through all of this. But it's like our stories are not told. We don't preserve this history. We do not preserve our history. And we want to start preserving it. And I want to give kudos to Ibinabo for doing this thing in 2025. The story, the Amanyanabo the Eagle King, was a story that happened in the 1800s, about 1861. But after watching this thing, I've said to myself that history is something I want to seriously learn about. So we're not told stories that are filtered. We want to know these are. So it's important we learn our history. Know your own history, right? If you are a descendant, if you're a Nigerian, anywhere that you're from, know your history. We learn about other people's histories and cultures, but we don't learn about ours. And remember, there is always a traitor amongst the chiefs. There would always be a traitor. So it happened then, it's also happening now, right? In communities and all of that. People that sell the community out to outsiders. So stay glued to your TV. You will come back and thank us.
Jesus.
Jesus.
Thank you, Jesus. Thank you. You're welcome. No.
So, on that note, I'd like to present to you the cast, the actors and actresses in that movie, Amanyanabo the Eagle King. Hear their reviews, hear what they have to say, share the video. Remember to like, leave a comment, join the history gang, and I will see you again very soon. Watch and thank you.
Mona Lisa and Ujoma. Oh my Lord. They are the best things in this life. There's this hype. They put it there, you go forget say you tire.
Amanyanabo, just by the title, people that stand there, guys. We don't want to give it to us once more. You see an amazing movie. Come out here and then you will get the vibe. Period.
The meaning, the weight behind Amanyanabo.
Yes.
There you go, King.
Yes.
I don't need to say. You have seen the vibrancy.
Okay, I was about to
And all those, they should tell you the story.
Yes, thank you. Yes, thank you so much for coming. Good. Thank you for having us.
I remember one guy telling me, I want to pee, but I can't get up. I can't miss 1 minute of this. I want to see it to the end. And I'm like, really? He said yes, so he cannot miss. As he sat there till it finished because he didn't want to miss any parts. That he was so excited. I'm like, thank God. That's the kind of review a filmmaker. Well, thank God, I call myself filmmaker. Correct, yeah. Check it out. I'm back, not be play, but I'm tired and I am just overwhelmed. I'm tired. I can't sleep. I'm excited. Everything is just happening. Thank God. Thank my fans. Thank everyone that is sharing and resharing, and my cast.
Yeah, Moro was at her elements. Exactly. Which language? And her character was, even though you named the man, she delivered. And I just thank the storytelling is quite explicit. It's never been done in the history of movie filmmaking coming from the Niger Delta. So we all are so proud of how far this will go to shape the cultural values. For me, this was just amazing. People turn out for us, the energy is positive, and they are going home with a very powerful message of of history, embracing the history, going back to your roots. It's so important so that we don't lose track of where we're going. So I want to say thank you so much for this.
Ember, I want to say so you look, Mona Lisa, you look very beautiful, but you were Mboro in the movie. Why were you pressurizing King Ebanichuka to get another wife?
Because it's a true life story. She was actually married to the king, give them children, and it was affecting him psychologically. As a man heading a whole community as a king, you know, his the mockery, he was always being used. And she, as a human being, and a woman who truly loves her husband, wanted him to have an heir. Yes. I mean, that's what it is, isn't it? And you know, in the way back, if you don't have a boy child,
who takes over?
It means the man is probably impotent and all of that. So, yeah, she was good.
And she knew he's not impotent.
And she knew he's not impotent. She was on a good track, supporting her husband through thick and thin, giving him a good advice. And finally, his absence from the kingdom helped the village to grow in terms of trade, in terms of
economics.
So something has to give. There must be sacrifice to be made for the people to be fortunate.
And he did that. And thank you, Victoria Nyama. You're looking stunning as well, beautiful as well in your outfit. What did you take from that movie that we saw?
I learned a lot about history because I'm from Arochukwu, and you know the riverine people are supposed to be our people, but they chased us out. So it's really interesting to learn how the king operated at that time. It's a bit like our king as well. This movie, I wish it would just be played in all secondary schools. Since it's a true life story. I mean, a little bit about, but you could still take it home. And another good thing is, films like this give identity, meaning to people. You know, like, this is where I'm from, this is my roots, this is why. Now I know why she's so kind. And I mean, she had a king who is very compassionate. Because it's my friend there. Oh my God. She's so compassionate, she's so kind. You understand? So I'm really, I learned a lot, and I'm going to watch it again. And I'm going to watch it with my kids. Because I just want them. The costume was fantastic. The costumes were fantastic. The whole boat ride thing, you know, living in water, how the war was conducted and coordinated those days. I really love the film. I learned a lot. So nice.
Thank you so much. My pleasure having you, Victoria. Thank you. What inspired you to do that movie?
Okay, myself, I'm an Ijoge. That's my inspiration, first of all. I want to tell our stories. And you know, I admire the Yorubas. They preserve their culture. They celebrate their culture. They preserve their heritage. We don't. In fact, when I brought this film to the audience, like I said the other day, the first thing they asked me was it Yoruba? And I said, no, it's not Yoruba. I said, Ijo. They said, what's Ijo? And I'm like, yeah, it's an Ijo film. Because of the value they put on their culture, I want us to do the same thing because we can. Our children don't know who we are. Oh, we are Ijo. Oh, we are this. Oh, we are. But there's nothing to show. I went for a cultural activities, a festival in where's this place now? Patani, Kabaway Kingdom. It was a whole week of celebrations. Every day they had something spiritual to do, something tradition. It was so beautiful. But guess what? Nobody was taking notes. Nobody was recording. Just your phones. Everybody was just snapping. And that's all we have. We really need to stop, think, and start telling our stories. There's so much to us apart from militancy. But when you talk militancy, oh, Niger Delta. No. In fact, do you know when you tag like hashtag Niger Delta on TikTok, it brings it down because it looks like it's a bad thing. And it breaks my heart. Like, there's so much about us. We have, the culture is so rich. Like, you watch the movie, look at our costumes. Beautiful. And that's not the top. That's just me managing to do this film. So at least we see that we can do it. So I'm hoping that, we get more funding to do more stories, because there's so much to tell.
Yes.
So my inspiration, like you had asked, was me admiring the Yoruba, me valuing what they do, and thinking we can do the same thing. And then I read this book I always refer to by the late King unfiltered of Africa, and it just triggered that thing. Like, you know what? This dream, this thing I've been saying I will do it, and that's it. That's where we are.
Oh, thank God! That it's so good that you did it. I mean, that movie is thought-provoking. It brought out something in me, and I must say I'm really, really grateful to you, Ibinabo Feberesima, for showing who we are. We're not just about militancy, but thank you so much.
There's so much. We have a rich culture. There's so much in the Niger Delta. It's not only about this one I've done. This one, I started with my own in my village because I'm safer there, and I can, I read a book that I can. Some people will still watch it and say, no, this is not what happened. I think they were there in that day. They should write their own book that time. But the one book I read, I did as it said. Though I changed some things there to make it a bit more enticing so the audience can engage with it. But it's I don't know, I'm just overwhelmed with the love and everything that everybody likes.
Yeah, would you say it's more about we knowing the history of, people knowing the history of the Niger Deltans?
Yes.
Would you say it is that?
Yes.
Good.
Because that's what it is. We are telling our history. We want to start showing who we are.
Good. And to the younger generation, what would you tell them about history or in general?
They stopped teaching history in Nigeria, in our schools. And when I heard that thing, my heart broke. Like, okay, so they have stopped teaching history. Okay, then again, the history they are teaching itself is what the Yoruba people used to tell us. Let us tell our own history. Let us face our own history. Let us say it as it happened to us. Not from what the white man told us. Like my dear brother Fred said, that Mungo Park did not find this thing. We'll go die for now. We are telling our own stories now. That's it.
Thank you so much for having us. I'm really grateful. Thank you. And to our viewers, thank you so much.
First of all, I'd like to congratulate the director, Ibinabo Feberesima, the producer, the co-director, Fred Amata. Of course, you could see his wizardry all over it. And it was just phenomenal, this drama, this epic of history, of the Niger Delta history. For me, it was something to look to and say, yes, these are our people. We withstood the colonial masters, and we can withstand anything. We will survive.
Yes.
We've been around a long time, and we're going to be around a long time more. So for me, it was very critical for this Niger Delta to see this at this time. It was really beautiful seeing these waters. It reminded me of home. It was really nice.
Thank you so much, Julia. My pleasure having you. Thank you so much.
My pleasure. Thank you for making me come.
Thank you.
People are underrating Amanyanabo movie. You need to go to the cinema and see this movie. Well crafted, storyline on point, scripting on point, cast on point. See, everything is literally on point. Guys, you need to see this movie. If you're in Nigeria, if you're in the UK, just go to the Odeon Cinema in Nigeria and go to Silverbird in Nigeria. It's all over Nigeria to see this movie, guys. You would love. See, if you love anything that depicts culture, go and see this movie.
Can you tell us about what inspired you and why you chose to do this movie with Ibinabo?
Okay, it's like this. Ibinabo had this idea, and she says she wants me to help her.
I just want the back of the
So I read the script, and I say, Ivy, this thing is too big. Can we capture it? Can we? And I promise that everything. So I bring in some ideas of the input, kind of equipment we should use, and Ivy is ready to do everything. She's going to get the best lenses ever in the world.
She delivered.
I'm crazy about that. She's going to put together a crew, and I'm crazy about that. And when it all comes together, I say, good gracious, this is a challenge. Now, it challenges me not only from the perspective of the historical telling of the film, also from the perspective of the present day technical exploration of filmmaking, and then particularly for me, tells the story of Africa. It tells one of the stories of Africa. And me, I am taken right now by the idea that the West really devastated us. And so anything that gives us an inkling into what happened then is huge for me. It is not a small thing that the West did to Africa. Since they sat down in the Berlin Conference in 1957 and partitioned Nigeria, it has partitioned the whole of Africa. Even our name Africa is not was given to us. Yeah. So, but it is great to tell the story and to see the intrigues that happened then, how Christianity was used, and how we are achieved it today.
Yes, and divided. Oh, thank you. Great movie, great acting, wonderful cast, and very good directing. And I must say thank you so much, Fred Martin. You tried. Well done, and thank you. Let me allow you go and watch your movie.
Okay. Pretty much so, very satisfied with the outcome and the turnout of the premieres we had in both cities, in London and in Manchester. It is well received. The story is compelling, and for me, it's 100%. You know, when you have worked hard to bring out a content as powerful as this, and the producer IB has done so well, and her spirit is so high, the energy is so super, and it's also affecting all of us. You know, when you have a super energy, you have all the cast with you, so they just kind of draw that inspiration from her. We drew the inspiration from her, so it was well received, and for me, it's just I'm overwhelmed with I don't think bringing out a content as this outside the shores of where you did it, made it. I don't think this sort of reception I've never seen it. Maybe it's been happening, but I haven't seen it because it's a Niger Delta story.
Yeah,
it's rare. So I'm really very proud that this came out so well.
So as you're from River State,
yes.
So would you say stories like this should be told going forward, like in Nollywood and all of that? Because some of the movies we watch don't really tell our stories. Do you think these kind of stories should be played in cinemas and theaters and all of that?
Yeah, people have made their own stories in a sketchy format, not as deep as this one was written. In a sketchy format, maybe they all have it in their different stream platform like YouTube and all that. But this went very far, very deep, and kind of touched every bits of areas of the struggle of the people of the Okrika heritage. And I'm not going to go deep into the storyline, but then I need everybody to look at our culture, how culture and tradition is beginning to go extinct. If you don't bring back your culture, you will be shocked at what's going to happen to the future generation. Why are we not collaborating? Why are we not partnering? People bring out a blueprint of what they intend to do concerning our culture and our tradition. You just look at it and throw it to the bin.
Exactly.
So we need to now. IB had to take the bull by the horn to make sure that this story gets out there. Yes. And I pray that as this is out there, people come and watch it, support, show your love, and begin to do more of this sort of film to tell our story, so that we know where we're coming from. History is no longer there. Schools are no longer talking about history. I even learnt I didn't even know this part of
me too.
The story.
Yeah.
So it's amazing, and I just want to say thank you to everybody who has come thus far to support this.
So now you've heard from a few of the audience. Let me know what your thoughts are about history, learning your history especially. Remember to subscribe, share our videos, and leave a like, leave your comments. We want to know what your thoughts are. And also about Amanyanabo the Eagle King, just in case you've watched it, we also want to get your review. Leave your comments in the comment section. And as always, I'm your girl, Ine Duke, also known as Duchess Potowski, and I will see you again with another boom. See you soon. Cheerio with love. Bye.